Mental health and physical health go hand in hand. When it comes to your well-being, what comes to mind? Some people just shut down when they hear the word diet. Basically, dieting is an everyday worry. Are we getting enough protein or vitamin C or all of the vitamin Bs? What if I told you that your diet has a major impact on your mental health just as much as it does with your physical health? Our bodies and brains are connected. Stress can take a toll on our physical health, while physical challenges can also bring new stress into our lives. APA advocates for policies that consider how health and mental health are connected, and that gives Americans access to quality health and mental health care. We also share the message that psychologists have a role both in mental health care but also in physical health, aiding in the prevention of treatment of illnesses such as diabetes and heart disease. Psychologists can help modify unhealthy behaviors such as poor diet, inadequate exercise, and substance use. Both our physical and mental health goes hand in hand to ensure that we live healthier and happier lives. Studies have shown that people who exercise regularly are more alert, sleep better, and have an overall better sense of well-being. Poor physical health can lead to an increased risk of developing mental health problems. Similarly, poor mental health can negatively impact our physical health. Diet and exercise play a particular important role in our everyday life, but statistically nearly 2/3 of Americans are overweight or obese. And an estimated 45 million Americans go on a diet each year. Research shows that approximately 25 to 35% of American adults are completely inactive daily. Data has revealed that around 12% of American adults are metabolically healthy. Feeling strong physically allows people to feel stronger mentally as well. Mental health is defined as a person's condition about their psychological and emotional well-being. Our mental health has somehow begun to consume us. To others, it defines who we are in society, and that is not always the case. With treatment and the right diet and exercise routines, we can overcome it, or at least it can help us manage it. Statistics show that approximately 19% of American adults experience mental health illnesses, and approximately 4% experience severe mental health illnesses in the year of 2018. Studies in 2016 state that 16% of American youths between the ages of 6 and 17 experienced a mental health disorder. Mental health affects us all. It affects us all differently. The numbers show that it is more common than not. I wish someone had told me this simple but confusing truth. Even when everything's going your way, you can still be sad or anxious or uncomfortably numb, because you can't always control your brain or your emotions, even when things aren't perfect. Ultimately, your mental health and physical health do affect one another tremendously. Statistics and studies just don't lie. A person suffering from one is typically struggling with the other. It is a problem that Americans deal with every day. Neither of them make us different. Neither of them truly defines us as a person, and neither of them should control us. I've often thought that people with severe depression have developed such a for experiencing extreme emotion that they might be able to experience extreme joy in a way that normal people also might never understand. Growing up, my metabolism was high as can be. I was called Skinny Minnie my entire life. I was not worried. When I turned 25 and got pregnant, I took better care of my appearance. I weighed 105 pounds when I got pregnant. When I gave birth, I weighed 150 pounds. 3 days later, when I left the hospital with my little one, I weighed 105 pounds again, and I was ecstatic. I did not have any stretch marks and went right back down to normal. I felt and looked good. Over the last 5 years, I have gained weight again. I now weigh what I weighed when I gave birth. That has made me very unhappy. Dealing with all my mental health disorders has not helped that at all. My mental health problems go back to when I was a child, so that is nothing new. It just seems like they are a little bit of a problem now, and one reason why I cannot get into the swing of things again. My metabolism is not what it used to be. I am not as healthy as I once was. I sometimes blame it on my little one. I know that's not the case, and I do not honestly believe that. I'm getting older though, and statistics show that the older you get, the harder it is to lose weight. I must get into a good routine no matter the obstacles I run into, and I know this, but it has been very hard for me. I have set an actual achievable goal for myself. I do not feel like it is over the top or something too far-fetched. I want to lose 20 pounds and stay that way by eating better and exercising. I want to exercise for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That doesn't seem that hard. By doing this, I think it would improve my mental health, my tachycardia, and how I look when I look at myself in the mirror. I think that it is not too much to ask of myself. I know there are people out there that push themselves so hard to get into an unrealistic way and lifestyle, and I do not want to be one of those people. I know I will slip from time to time, everybody does, but if I just keep going, then I think I will be able to achieve my goals. I have quite a bit of motivation to achieve my goals. I have a supporting husband who gently pushes me, an almost 4-year-old who needs a healthy mom growing up, and a supportive family that wants my mental health to be better, whether that means losing weight or exercising or not. Some days we skip the bike and go out as a family to walk a couple blocks. It's nice living in town to have the ability to do that. Changing my lifestyle by exercising and dieting, eating healthier, will affect my life enormously. The benefits from this change speak for themselves. The fact that my doctors have recommended this change to better myself also goes to show that I would benefit greatly by these little life changes. I collected several types of data, including calorie intake, activity time during a day, more specifically and detailed my daily steps, my distance, calories burned, heart rate, water, and caffeine intake, how much I weighed, and my anxiety ratings overall during a day. I use an app on my cell phone called Samsung Health. I used this long before this project. It helps me keep track of almost everything I do in a day. I can set goals and follow my dieting and exercise. It is extremely helpful. I can see that some days are better than others. By keeping track, it helps to follow a plan, but with all of my data collected and looking back, I do not know if there is a significant change yet. My techniques did not require much, just my bike and my mindset. I would not necessarily call this an intervention because although I am doing better, I do not have major results. I understand that the routine must be in place and I must stick to it before I will see those major results. Hopefully one day I will. I am working hard, but I am not perfect. No one is. It is hard work, but I plan to keep pushing through this and hope to see amazing results in the end. I have not set a time limit for myself. I've thought about it, but I'm kind of weak and I'm slipping often. Maybe I should set a time limit and maybe that would work out better. But as of right now, I just hope to stick with exercising 5 days a week and eventually adding more time to exercising those 5 days eventually. I'm hopeful that I stick to eating healthier and plan to continue taking my vitamins and supplements. Since this COVID-19 outbreak, I have been given more time to accomplish my daily goals that I have set. I am doing a little better now than I was. Unfortunately, it took something so scary like this to keep me on track. Had I not been self-quarantining and the stay-at-home order had not been put in place, I am not sure I would be doing this good. It's easier to run out to McDonald's and get lunch when you're at work. Now I'm planning our meals and shopping and eating a little healthier because of the shortages at the grocery stores. That may be sad to say, but it's the truth. Overall, I am not sure that my mental health is in any better shape because of what is going on in the world right now. If anything, I am in worse shape with my mental health. Looking back on the data I have collected for this project shows an improvement, but not a significant improvement. I am not really satisfied with my results, no. I should have done better. I should have focused more. I should have made this a true intervention and stuck to it. I am not going to say that if I could go back and change anything, that I would do anything differently. I'm a person who believes that you cannot live with regrets and you cannot dwell on what could have been. What would I have done differently? Everything happens for a reason. I just have to continue what I'm doing or work a little harder, then I can reach my goals. If I want it bad enough, then it will happen in time. This project has made me realize how difficult it is to stay on track in order to reach goals, especially big changes such as healthier lifestyle in general. I think that looking back on all the data I have collected, that I should have tried a little harder, and luckily this will encourage me to try harder now. I set goals every day for even the little stuff for the most part, and they all get done. I will continue to push myself and use my app on my cell phone to help keep track as well. That is a daily reminder of what I did right and what I did wrong. I can only move forward to achieve my goals from here. I do believe that I will be able to maintain my behavior changes because this goal was set before the project even began. I just know now the difficulty of it, and I know what I should change and focus on now and in the future.